It's 4th of July and there's literally a snowstorm outside. And we're going to talk about Satanist squat rituals. I started doing these like, bro, I don't even know when, and I know that I stopped around a year ago. And I'm very glad that I stopped because I had a squatting session today and it went perfectly. I didn't hype myself up, I didn't scream, I didn't beat my chest or anything, I just listened to some music. It wasn't even super loud and I just went, did a set of squats, then did a set of calf raises, then rested, and then did it again. And that's what I do every single session now, and honestly, I still fucking hate it. But it's much better than what I used to do, which were the rituals. As the weights got heavier and heavier on the squat, I needed more and more hyping up, and I developed my ritual further and further, and it completely fogged me. What I would do before every single set of squats is, first of all, I had an entirely different playlist for squats, because when I was training I was always just listening to some random metal album, but when it came to squats I literally had a playlist with only super hype music with like really strong drops that would hype me up a lot, and literally by the time I stopped doing all of this ritual shit I already knew when to start which song, so that when I would actually start squatting the drop would come. Like I knew the timestamps by heart, and so I would first of all very often just literally just like either just be with closed eyes and just like meditate for like a minute or something, or just stare into the nothingness. And then I would put my music on. Of course I was progressively overloading the volume. Every single set was louder and louder because I needed more and more hype to keep going. I would put on my belt, then I would like slap my thighs or something, then I would hit myself in the chest like a fucking gorilla, like this. I hope I didn't break the microphone. Then I would squeeze myself under the bar and I would step into the bar like this. And then I would lift it off, walk back and start doing my squats. And after every single set I was completely dead and I was gasping for air and trying to literally like not pass out for like 5 minutes. And then I would do another set. And quite frankly, it worked. The most I ever squatted was 117.5 kilograms for a set of 12. And now I squat much less. Today my top set was 90 kilograms for 8 reps, but I'm using much more quad focus form, which is a lot stricter. And realistically, the focus here is not to move the most amount of weight possible. But regarding performance, is hyping yourself gonna be better? Maybe. But there are a couple of problems. It's completely unsustainable. For me, every single squat session felt like going to war, and I mean like not in a good way. Whenever I knew that a squat session would be coming, I would get anxiety a day before and it would start accelerating as time would pass, and it was super hard, and it was super hard mentally. And I was always completely fogged afterwards. I barely had energy to do anything else after the squat. And another problem is this took so much time. I was always squatting for like an hour, even though I would only do 4 sets. And today I was in a little bit of a rush and I was doing 3 sets of squats, supersetted with 3 sets of calf raises, single leg calf raises. So these were actually 9 sets. And I completed this in like 20 minutes. Nowadays I don't hype myself anymore. I don't do any of these crazy fucking rituals or something. I just listen to some music and I just go in and do the set. And my progress is better, I feel less fogged, and my quads get a lot more stimulus. And I think a lot of people start doing these rituals, especially me. I know that I started because of this. I wanted to keep progressing. I was very emotional about my progress and I wanted to make it every single time. I didn't want to lose a rep. I didn't want to do less than I should have. And so as the weights became heavier and my progress wanted to start slowing down, I was like, no. We're going to go at the same pace and I'm going to do every single thing to squeeze out every single pound of weight that I can out of this movement. And it just costs way too much. Obviously, if you're like at a powerlifting meet or something and you need to perform, that's different, and you're only doing that once, maybe every year, every half a year. But this was every single week. Once every week I would destroy myself, and becoming calmer and more stoic allowed me to just get in and do the work without stressing about it like 2 days every single time. So stop chugging an entire tub of pre-workout before training.
Fills the entire jug with water and fucking slams it.
Asking your trainer partner to like beat you in the back or something while you're listening to the shittiest, most weird SoundCloud hardstyle whatever, and then watch this video next.